First, I just want to say thank God my athletic ability and my 40 time didn't determine whether I was part of this group. And I just met Seth, but I'm assuming it came from you. They were kind enough to put together a 3-minute script for me. And little do you know, I'm a rule breaker, so I'm throwing that out. I thought I'd tell a story a little more interesting. So as I was packing, actually, on Sunday for this trip, I had my 18-year-old son come into my bedroom, assumed he was asking for money and food, right? And he surprised me by saying, "I'd like to have an opinion." I was like, wow, okay. He had just gotten a Twitter feed that referenced Deloitte and Oxford Research that put out the statement that in the next 15 years, 50% of the jobs in the U.S. could go away, right? It's through robotics and automation, AI, not the AI you think of, different AI. And so he said, when I'm your age, what careers are going to exist, And that's a tough question. And when you boil it down, it's the essence of why we're here. The whole country. I can imagine back in the 1800s when 95% of the jobs were in farming. Today it's less than 1%. The only difference is, we don't have 200 years to go through this kind of transformation. And it's evident. If anybody has any questions, we do design work for corporate offices all over the world, and there is massive change. In every single industry, there is disruption that's occurring, and business models are changing. And so if you didn't have the system that we have designed, where this ingenuity, the American spirit that we rely on for just constant economic expansion, I would be worried, but I'm not. And these 4 businesses and everything that you guys are doing here is a perfect response as to my son, and as long as there's new value required, someone's going to fill it in the U.S., right? And that's what this is all about, and I think that's kind of cool. And even the furniture industry, so we're a furniture manufacturer, right? Furniture manufacturing has been around probably before the Egyptians. And we're in the midst of a transformation. And so when Scott and Katie and Chris came to town talking about sponsorship, they do what they always do. They thought outside the box. We're not a B2B business, and so it's not a typical kind of, the value that you would typically get in a consumer relationship just wasn't there. And they asked, what's most important to your business? And so we had a conversation around, we want to replicate a space that Google would aspire for in their corporate culture. We need this high energy, we need the maximum agility required, that kind of environment, because the transformation that the furniture industry is going through is smart interiors and how you design furniture to adapt to kind of these new crazy work requirements. And so we had this conversation, and within a matter of a week, I think you guys put together a plan for an innovation lab and the incubator. And I think that's actually amazing in today's day and age, large company that reacted so quickly. And for me, it's been a great experience. I've learned a lot. My 40 time hasn't improved. My basketball shot still sucks. But it's been an amazing experience. And I just want to give a shout out. The Sixers ownership, believed in your vision and signed on. And then you guys, the Sixers, under this regime at least, I was thinking about your core competency, in all the interactions that I've had. And, you look to maximize value in everybody you guys touch. And all of that is an effort to breed champions, And that's what you're trying to do with this innovation lab. It's what you guys bring to our company as well. And so I want to say thanks to that. Seth, that was a huge boost to the overall plan. an amazing person, terrible scriptwriter. And I want to give a shout out to the Kimball marketing team. If you guys could just stand up real quickly. You guys have put a lot of effort into the space design. Looks fast. Fantastic job. And I'll just end with this. I always say this. In today's day and age, you've got to figure out how to design your future before others determine your fate. And I think that's what this Innovation Lab crafted by Kimball is all about. So, thank you.